The top 5 best things, and it's time for the worst things. Now, I'm not going to be hating on Horizon Draco. It's actually really hard to make this list because there really aren't that many bad things about this map. This map is absolutely amazing in my mind, but like always, I took to Twitter and I asked you guys, what don't you like about Horizon Draco? And if you guys want to help me out with future top 5s, make sure to hit me up with a follow on Twitter. There's a link in the description, and here are some of the things that you guys had to say. So coming in at number 5 on my list, I have getting killed by the rocket, and honestly I didn't know what to put in the number 5 spot. Like I said, there aren't too many bad things about this map, but a lot of people said getting killed by the rocket, so it's here in the number 5 spot, and I guess I can agree with that. Getting killed by the rocket is really annoying. It's only happened to me like a couple of times, once doing the Easter egg, and then one time I was just an idiot and I don't know why I got killed by the rocket, but somehow I did. And it just sucks because not only do you lose all your perks, but you completely die. And if you're playing solo, you know, you're done. And if you're playing co-op, you're gonna lose your weapons as well. And sometimes, you know, it's just a mistake. You know, something goes wrong. You know, I've lost a perkaholic doing it, and it really sucks when it does happen, but on the other hand, it really doesn't happen that much. So coming in at number 4 on my list, I have, why are trip mines in the box? And this one is all me. I decided to put this on this list because I just don't understand why the trip mines are in the box, and I just really don't like trip mines. I don't know how many of you actually use trip mines or actually buy trip mines, but let's keep it on the wall, okay? If I want to buy it, I'll go buy it off the wall. Why would I want to get it out of the box? No, thank you. Please remove the trip mines out of the box. It has no place there. And it's like, when I first saw that, it was like the biggest WTF moment. I'm like, why? I'm like, why did you put it in the box? They are so bad. Maybe if they upgrade them and make them a lot more powerful like the Claymores were, sure, put them in the box, but that's not the case. So coming in at number 3 on my list, and I got bombarded with this right here, Panzer in the higher rounds. I kind of agree with this, but at the same time I kind of don't, but since so many people tweeted me this, I had to put it somewhere on this list. But in the higher rounds, the Panzer can be a real pain because he can one-hit you, which is really annoying. And if he gets by your gravity spikes, and for some reason sometimes your bow doesn't actually do anything to him and he just tanks through everything, he can one-hit you. And in those higher rounds, it gets pretty damn hard to kill him. I like the Panzer on Origins where it was, he had the same amount of health like every single round. You could just melt him on any round. He was still kind of challenging, but you could still melt him, you know, on any round. Now he gets harder and harder and harder, and he can really screw you over. He is a real threat now, and like I said, he's killed me a good amount of times in the higher rounds just because I couldn't kill him fast enough, or he just tanked through all of my stuff and decided to one-hit me, which is really unfortunate. So the Panzer had to be somewhere on this list. So coming in at number 2 on my list, I have no new perks and no new weapons. And the previous 3 spots on this list were really small and insignificant things, but these top 2 spots I think are actual problems with this map. And the first thing, of course, here is no new weapons and perks, and a lot of people were pissed off about this, including myself. So let's start off with the perks. We got no new perks. The only new perk we had really was Widow's Wine, which is just new to zombies, but of course that was on Shadows of Evil. And then on top of that, it's nearly impossible to get Widow's Wine out of the Wonder Fizz, so the chances of you actually using it on the map are very slim unless you want to spend like half the game, more than half the game, trying to get that out of the Wonder Fizz, unless you're really lucky. And for the weapons, they had such a golden opportunity. And I'm not talking about wonder weapons. Wonder weapons are a given. You will have some kind of a wonder weapon on the map. I'm talking like box weapons. You know, they had such an awesome opportunity to do some cool things with some box weapons, bring back the MP40, the Galil, the Thompson, I don't know, some kind of awesome box weapon, but they did nothing. They absolutely added nothing in there. and it really sucked. And it's just weird because